Hello and welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to show you really simply how to index Facebook pages, Facebook group links, into your Trello board. And this comes under three assumptions. Okay, assumption number one is that you've already set up your Trello board, because that was in a previous training, part 2 or part 1, I can't remember which one, but you can find it. And that you also have access to this Trello board, because if you don't have access you won't be able to do the task, because each person has their own Trello board and you need to share that with someone. So there needs to be, I might need to make a video on how to share a Trello board very quickly. Sorry, it was just there, it was on invite and you just type the name. So I'm going to invite this person to the board so they can see. So there we go. I've now done that. And again, the final assumption is that you've been given the source information containing the groups to input. And we have got that because that's right here in this PDF. If you know, the whole point is that I'm not giving people access to my Facebook, but I want them to kind of do some sort of categorization for me on what's what. They won't be able to access all these groups because they are not members, but the whole point is they should be able to access the facts, the data. So all we're going to do is two things. We've started our board, we already have this here. Each board, okay, the board is this whole thing, has a list. And these are the lists. Lists go down. Imagine a shopping list, okay? And each item on the list is called a card. These cards are white. You click on them and they open up and give you information. So all we're going to do is put every single Facebook group as a list. So however many groups, if we've got 20 groups, we will create 20 lists and they will continue to go across this page. And then we should also have a little card for each group set up. So the first thing is getting the name. The second thing is getting the link. I've made separate videos on how to get the name. That was part 3. And part 4 was getting the URL link. So let's get the name first of all, and we've done that. I'll show you how to do this one, the networking retreat. So I was starting in the section that said your groups, not groups you manage, it was your groups, and it was the networking retreat. So you just put the name in there. Don't forget, we don't copy and paste from here. We go to the page, we get the name from here, and then we put it into Trello. Okay, so that one's done. I always prefer to have several windows open. And then we need the URL to put into the group details card. So to do that, just click anywhere on the page that isn't a link, or just return, whatever, just escape. Click the name and the correct URL will now load. Double clicked copy. Again, just watch those separate videos on how to do that. And the group details is where you enter the URL. Okay. Let's quickly have a little look at this one. Meta team. If I click that URL, you see, it's going to give me that ref code, which I don't want. Okay. Instead, we're going to get the name and put it into here. So this is actually the second one in the list. So we're going to go top, across, top, across, top, across, working very meticulously. So we've done the name, now we need to get the URL. So click it properly. Might need to click it twice if it's not loading. Copy the URL and keep checking, check what you put here. This was an example earlier that I wasn't wanting to share with you. So now that group is as it is, it's all perfect and fine. The URL says groups and then a code. That's perfect, that's all we need. So now let's come to a new card. What happens when you need a new card? So let's click on this third one here. We've got born links. So this is the name. So we're now going to add lists. As I said, each group has its own list. That's all you need to remember. Each group has its own list. So the third list is, we've got networking, Meta and born. Networking, Meta and born. So click on here, paste in the page name and press return. Now for group details, just copy the text if you want. group details. Don't copy the card because the URL will be different and you risk missing something. So just put group details, and we just need the URL of Born as the group. Now that's not the right URL because it's got ref in there, okay? So you need to come back here, click on the link again, and generate the actual page link. There we go, that's perfect. PE10 villages. And come back to our group, paste that in there. It's very clear that that's the URL for the page, and that's all you need to do. Come to the next one, click on it, get the name, put it in here, create the group details card, put it in there. So just keep watching this video back again until you're sure. Of course, if it looks like this one, you know that you're doing it right. Any questions, pop it in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Actually, in the next videos, we're going to be looking at how to categorize these into different kinds of categories like business, health, nutrition, food, mums, parenting, and then another video on how to add more details so you can really start to track these groups. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.